Hello. I'm not on live yet, but um, I'm gonna start with astrology, like today's astrology. See what we're looking at this week. I am gonna do all signs, and there we go. Astrology. All right. Like today's astrology. Okay, so we're live. All right, so January 13th astrology. First thing is the sun is trining Uranus. This is kind of like think outside of the box energy. It's like a day to like just go for any kind of like radical idea. Just do it. With this energy, it just gives us this energy to just go for something that is something we would not normally do, right? And the second thing is the moon sextiling Uranus. This is about emotions and insight. It could be an emotional day, but it's also a day where you might have some kind of a breakthrough. And I keep seeing it all through the reading, like all through the chart, the transits. It's kind of like we are really putting to bed some old trauma, right? So we do have a square with the moon and Chiron, and this is where there's a conflict between your emotions and deep healing. So the moon is pretty important to us right now. It's definitely putting us into some kind of an emotional state. Sun square Uranus. This is about having more awareness to deeper issues like traumas from childhood, right? Profound healing comes when you accept what happened, when you accept what is. And I think like acceptance, to tell you the truth, you can accept something when you figure out what it did for you. You know what I mean? And it takes definitely some tricky mental kind of gymnastics to be able to turn your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions around about something that's so deep, But that's the energy today. Like we're almost being pushed, to accept something, right? The next thing is a square between Venus and Jupiter. And this can be a tricky situation too, but what I liked, the one sentence I wrote down, is that beauty is supercharged by optimism today. I like that explanation. Beauty supercharged by optimism. So you have this think outside the box energy, and then you have this beautiful Venus sign, which is about your money, it's about love, it's about beauty, right? And it's supercharged by the energy of Jupiter, which is optimism. So when you have this really cool idea brought into you by the sun and Uranus, like this really great idea, you actually see the beauty in it and the optimism in it with this square between Jupiter and Venus, which might actually give you the strength to like move forward. Hello, how's it going? The next thing is Mars trine Neptune, right? So this is kind of a cool one because it's about psychic connections with each other, So you might be able to pick up on other people's energy a little bit deeper, a little bit more connection, you know what I mean? It also says that there's a potential for illusion and deception today, and your goals could feel like they're not clear. You know what I mean? So, hey, good morning. Good to see you, Polly. I hope your trip was perfect. Okay, so today is the day, anyway, when creative sparks are going to fly inside of us, right? And there's fearlessness. This is the sun opposing Mars. So if you have this like urge to create, or maybe you want to call off sick or go home early or something, or maybe you create something really wild at work. I don't really know, but all I know is that we're all being kind of like feeling fearless today about our creativity. So I think that's exciting, and I think we should just all go for it. So that is what I got for the transits today, and I just was thinking like, I just know this month is really, really going to be just change after change after change, and I was thinking like maybe I should do this like every Monday. I'm gonna try because I guess I have like that day off from watching my grandkids, you know. So I was thinking Monday might be good, anyways, starting off our week, you know. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Aries, and I'm going to just pull a spread for Aries. And I think angels, spirits, and guides, ancestors, and archangels, and ascended masters, and all that is coming from love and light. Thank you so much for everything. Let's get a good message for Aries about this week. Like, what can they expect? Let's do a little Celtic cross, just a little one. Okay, so Seven of Pentacles is your energy. So this is what you're doing. And it kind of does match the energy, right? Like, what way do I go? Remember, like your goals are unclear here. You're feeling a little bit like, where am I going, right? This is with Mars trining Neptune. You know, Neptune is kind of like this, the dream planet, right? And we're being kind of like saying like, go for it, you know? But I feel like there's a little bit of wonkiness here with the trine with Mars, right? So you're really not sure, like, well, where should I put my energy, you know? So I feel like that's kind of where you're at, Aries. You're feeling like, I don't know where I should put my energy. What should I put it in, right? What's crossing you or what is your challenge here is the Magician. So I don't know. I think we'll just pull more cards and see what that means. It could be saying like, you know, you're ready, you want to manifest something, but you don't really know where you want to put your energy, and that is a problem. We have to be kind of laser focused when we're manifesting. You know, we have to believe it. In the past, Six of Pentacles, something wasn't fair, right? So that's on your mind. Let's look and see what's going on in your higher self here. We got King of Cups. This could be about a person, or it could be about you having a heart opening experience, which wouldn't shock me with this energy as well, right? With all that moon energy and emotions and love and all of that. In your future, what I see is you being King of Pentacles, or there's a King of Pentacles here. Like, so it could be a person, but it could be you. You know, you finally figuring it out. Like, where do I want to put my energy? I would say just by looking at this, it might be saying like doing something that you really love. You know, something that's in deep in your heart. That's what it sort of looks like. Let's see what's at their root here. What's going on in their roots? The sun. Lots of happiness here, abundance. You know how to make that happen, Aries, don't you? But there's something you have to cut yourself free from. What is it? It's Eight of Swords. You're overthinking it. That's got to change here. Okay, so is there some of you here who, like, look at, there you are at the bottom, Aries. You're right there, but you're underneath all of this stuff. You're underneath the Eight of Swords, the Death card, and the Nine of Wands. So what that means, in my opinion, Nine of Wands can be a victim mentality, but that's the low side of the Nine of Wands. The high side of the Nine of Wands is really like understanding this, the Emperor, like what all those experiences gave you. And I kind of feel like maybe this week that's something you're figuring out. Like, you know, like even the hard stuff, Six of Pentacles, somebody did something that wasn't fair. You know, you feel like it's a little bit like it's something, maybe you don't want to forgive it or something like that. I feel like you're setting yourself free from this feeling like you're a victim, and you're stepping into your own energy here. Now, what it's telling me is going to happen with that is you are going to create stability in your home life. Four of Wands. You know, that's what's coming. But you really have to stop overthinking your life. overthinking the icky stuff. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, you get stuck on a trauma or a situation, like somebody hurt you or whatever. But let me just tell you the story about this Nine of Wands guy. Okay, so he's been gone. He's been, off to war, Nine of Wands, right? And he comes back from war, and in a regular deck, in a different deck, it would show this person building a wall around themselves, keeping everyone out. But in this card, this guy's got a whole bunch of friends hanging out. His arms are wide open. His heart is open, most importantly. His heart is open, and he's teaching the people what he learned. What's happening in this Nine of Wands is he's realizing the value of his experience. Like this, I almost died 25 times, but look, this is what happened next. This is who I am now, and it's because of all the things I've been through. Realizing that all your experiences are valuable leads you right here to this Emperor energy, and it's the magician. This is the guy that can manifest anything. It's you, Aries. So you're coming into your own energy, but it's kind of like, I feel like this could have something to do with the Chiron stuff, and we got two squares there. We have the sun and the moon squaring Chiron. So I think, there could be some deep thinking, some overthinking, and a transformation coming in. It's the way you feel about all of your experiences, especially the ones that didn't seem like they were fair, So I feel like this week you're unraveling some truths, about yourself, and, definitely heart-opening situation coming in as well. I think that's kind of a cool reading. Okay, 12:43. All right, let's look at Taurus. I'll get a different deck so this one can cool off a little bit. I don't know that they get heated up, but it seems like they can. Okay, so Taurus, look and see what the tarot has for you about this week, starting today. What's coming in for Taurus this week with all these transits? I'm going to do the same kind of little mini Celtic cross. Okay, so Knight of Cups, this is an offer of love. This is how you are doing it, right? What's blocking you is gratitude. Why? Or abundance. That's your challenge. I guess I'll leave those two together. That's right. You're super strong. Okay. I do feel like, ooh, it looks like there's some heartache here, right? That could have something to do with the love, right? But, okay. So, what I see is your energy right now is you wanting to offer love to somebody, or to, do something offering love, right? It could be for your community, but it looks to me like it's got something to do with family. The Ten of Pentacles up here in your higher self part. I don't understand how the sun could actually be blocking you, but the sun is squaring Chiron. A conflict between emotions and deep healing. Tell me why the sun is here. Why is the sun blocking them? Knight of Swords and wish fulfillment. This is your challenge to move forward towards your goals. The challenge is knowing that you already have abundance. It's being grateful. It's believing in yourself. It's believing that you can have whatever you want. You know what I mean? If you go for it, right? I feel like that's what it is. Like, so it could be like some kind of feeling like I'm not enough. What I'm seeing is like you have a guard around yourself. And I think this started when you were a child, because this is the page. And this person, this kid, is putting like a circle around himself, protecting his energy. Something in that is changing. Like maybe you wall yourself off, or you have in the past. But I feel like, you know, with the Temperance card, it's like you're changing your energy here. Your energy is just, you're working on that, you know. In the past, I see King of Swords. So I don't know if that's personal, if it's you and you doing some certain thing. Let's clarify. What's the King of Swords for Taurus? Why is the King of Swords here for Taurus? Uh-oh, that's too many. This is about getting honest with yourself and ending, putting something to an end, going through a transformation, moving forward, trying to see where to find justice. So it looks like you, in the past, like you've really been working on yourself, Taurus, is what I feel like. This is saying, like you came to this place and you ended up being King of Swords, you know. This is honest. This is decision making. It's tapped in. It's knowing truth and believing it and living it, you know. So I feel like, and you look at what you've all done here. You went through a transformation. You're aligned with your higher self. You could be traveling or something like that. This is in the past column, right? But I feel like what you're seeking is the justice. So what I'm saying is, like, if anything negative happened to you, which I think it did because I saw that Three of Swords, a lot of pain, could be involved with a lover or a family, you know, family situation. But I think you figured out, you know, what it gave you, why it came into your life, and I think it moved you into this love space. But you're still working on the gratitude. You're still working on changing your vibration, changing your thought patterns, changing your beliefs. You know what I mean? Now, what your higher self knows that you don't know is Ten of Pentacles. Like, what does that mean? I don't know. Let's clarify. It means that you have the power to create it, right? Now, but you're wishy-washy. You can't decide what you want, or if you believe in it, right? But here's your higher self. This is the Hermit card. Go in deep. Talk to this higher self, because this is who's talking about it. You know what I mean? This column is your higher self talking to you. And it says, you want this Ten of Pentacles, stability, love, plenty of money in your family, but you don't even understand how to get it. Two of Swords. So the answer is inside of you. The Hermit card is very much a card talking about your inner spirit, your higher self, your soul. And I feel like this is what's happening. You know, you're going down a new path, and you're creating it. You're creating the Ten of Pentacles, alongside, of course, your higher self, right? Now, in your root system, what you have is strength and a new beginning. So let's clarify what that means for Taurus. What does that mean for Taurus? Okay, so there's this energy again, right? Because we're seeing it here even. Like you have a boundary around yourself, and that's something you're working on. Because you can't feel shitty about yourself and manifest Ten of Pentacles. You can't. You have to, you know, understand Ten of Pentacles and live it and be the Ten of Pentacles to have it. And your higher self knows it, but you're like indecisive. You're like, can I really have this? Can I really have my wish fulfillment? Am I worthy? Spirit is saying, yeah, you are. But like in your root system, so this is what's going on. I feel like this feeling of lack or feeling like you're not good enough, or like you have to separate yourself from other people, is stopping you from a lot of things. Like a new beginning, it's stopping you from understanding the true strength that you hold inside you, you know, with that soul piece of you. You know what I mean? Sometimes I really think if we really, really understood that piece, that we wouldn't, I mean, I don't think there would be a chance for a human being to take it back over, but maybe. But this feeling, I mean, look at that card. I mean, she feels alone. And she's only got 5 pentacles there. She got tattered and torn clothing, right? And this Four of Cups is kind of telling me that whatever this Five of Pentacles is keeping you from like completely seeing spirit, um, working with spirit. It's keeping you kind of like in this place where you're not noticing. Because this is the Four of Cups, right? You see how she's just looking away, but someone's at her door knocking. This is spirit, her higher self, like, hey, I got the solution. She's not looking. She can't even hear them. And then, how about having a dragonfly just like that high above your head and not noticing it? Can you imagine it? They're huge. They're huge, and she's not noticing it. And it's because of this. It's because she feels like she's not enough. So, Taurus, I feel like in your root system, which means this started at when you were a kid, this blockage that you have around yourself, you know? So, I feel like this week you're kind of working on all of this stuff. I'm going to clear off these cards and then I'm going to say, oh, hey, did you guys see my new cool crystal? I got this in Denver. When I was in Denver, it's a piece of selenite. It's supposed to be super magical. And I don't know why, but I really love having the candle dancing behind those. I don't know if you guys can see how cool it is or not, if it's too far away, but all right, so here's what I want to know. I want advice for Taurus, because that looks like it looks like tough energy. Yeah, cross. It's a duty, it's a burden, it's a big problem. You're in grief. This could even be about religion, you know? So there's a cross to bear. You feel like you have a duty towards something. Maybe authority, the government. Maybe you're isolating yourself. I feel like you could be very lonely. There might be some anxiety about people talking, like gossip. But there's an opportunity coming in here. For you, Clover, it's Lippy. So that could be Uranus. The sun is trying Uranus. Think outside the box and assert radical ideas. Remember that thing. So, you know, maybe let your mind run wild. It's also, Uranus is also sextiling the moon. This is emotions and insight. Could be a very emotional day today, but there's a breakthrough probably coming from all that emotions. So I feel like, you know, you've had a challenge. There could be obstacles here. I feel like you could be kind of stubborn too. But I feel like at the end of the day, you have a lot of support. You have a lot of loyal people that love you. This would probably be that 10 of Pentacles we saw, your family. But see, the problem with it is, like, again, it's telling me, like, you feel less than, you feel flawed. It's the Mouse card. And I feel like, you know, I feel like what's changing or what's happening with you is you're going from the mouth to the bear. The mouse to the bear, right? So the bear is about leadership and courage and money and protecting your family. So I feel like something's going to be going on here that's going to show your value to you, show you your strength, show you where your loyalty lies, and who matters to you. And I feel like that might be what you're, figuring out this week. I do feel like, it looks like a rough energy to kind of get through, the mountains, the clouds, like, and that mouse feeling is the worst one. I've had that come out for myself before, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the mouse, and it makes me feel some kind of way. I don't know, it makes me feel icky, but it definitely is true, and it's just that feeling like you feel other people are superior to you. I feel like I've had that since I was, okay, as long as I can remember, I've had that. Okay, let's look at Gemini now. Let's see, we just use that. I guess we'll use, let's use this one. I put this one way over here. I really like it. Okay. Gemini. Gemini. You want to do something, but your heart is broken and you've got a big wall built around you. Your higher self is telling you you're struggling between listening to the higher self and listening to the part. You're struggling with it. You're feeling a little like, I don't know what to do. But you got King of Pentacles as an outcome, which is about money, right? And love is here at the bottom of the deck. So is all of this about love? Is it all about Pentacle sign? Because it's telling me, like, you've got a love card here, and then you got the should I stay or should I go card, right? Love, there's new love. Should I stay or should I go? Death card. Queen of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. So it looks to me like maybe there's a big change coming in here for you. It could be about work, but it could be about love, but it could be about like doing something you love for work, right? So it could be all those things changing for you. But the King of Pentacles is definitely a cool card because it's, King Midas, everything he touches turns to gold, right? So I feel like you want to do something. You have a great idea here. And you want to go forward with it. That's what the Knight of Swords is. It's kind of your card, Gemini. So it's like you have this really cool idea and you want to hurry up and do it, or you want to go towards something, or you want to manifest something in the Knight of Swords. You want it. But this is your block. It's the Three of Swords. You're scared. You're sad. You're brokenhearted. And this kind of energy has a very stifling effect on us, It makes us stop and not follow our intuition to hurry up and go do this thing. And I don't know, like I said about love, but this is a very struggling card, a reading right here, like, and the root system, it looks like Five of Wands, and it looks like a whole bunch of people playing a game. And maybe you've had a bunch of relationships where people play a game. I'm not really sure, or this could even be just inner struggle inside of yourself. The Nine of Wands, I was just talking about it with another deck with the heart wide open, right? With the guy that just got back from the war. This is the other of Wands. This is not in acceptance. This is in like kind of like protection mode, like I'm gonna protect myself from anyone coming toward me. I don't want anyone coming toward me. I want to be right here where no one can hurt me and I can see what's going on. So very, very kind of like energy of closed offness, again, It could have been this that caused it. You know, let's clarify a little bit. I'm just going to use the same deck. Tell me what this Nine of Wands, what happened in the past? What happened to Gemini? Five of Swords, some kind of something, right? Another five. Struggle, inner struggle, fight with another person, right? And then the Hanged Man. I feel like whatever this Five of Swords is, it put you in sort of a stuck position. And the Hanged Man card, right? But like, remember that the Hanged Man card, like, it isn't a bad place to be. It is kind of a stuck energy, but what you find out while you're in the Hanged Man is the cool part. You know what I mean? Like, let's ask what you're finding out. Because this is in the past, so you should have already found it out. Unless you're still there. I don't know. Tell me what they found out in the Hanged Man. Tell me what Gemini found out in the Hanged Man card, Spirit. Ten of Swords. Something that you thought was going to be great ended. You know what I mean? You're thinking about it. Something you thought was going to work out. Something you thought was great. And it ended. Ten of Swords. Okay, so I'm gonna clarify the hell out of this. Tell me what happened with what's going on. What's the new idea? Where are they going in this card? You want to start over. That's what it is. You're just ready, but you're scared, man. You're scared to start over. You're scared. You're just so. This card looks so alone and so sad. What's going on in this Three of Swords for Gemini? This is what's blocking you, Gem. Oh, that's too many. Three of Swords. There was a tower. Look at this. The tower, the devil, and the chariot. Here's what's happening. There's a war going on inside of you. That's what this is. You know that one card in the Akashic that's got it's called the War of the Roses. And it's got all these horses lined up and they're facing each other. And you look at it and you're like, what the hell is that card all about? It's about this. It's about the face-off between your higher self and your human self. And that's what it is. It's this fear, and it's your higher self wanting to go take you in a new direction. You know what I mean? But you're scared to do it. And when I asked what happened, it said, you tried. You tried. You tried with the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe you tried your hand at something with money. You know, maybe you felt that you were going in the right direction and it all fell apart. Maybe you were in love. There is an energy of this being all about Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. You know what I mean? So take what resonates there. It doesn't have to be, but I'm getting that sort of feeling. So it could have something to do with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, I feel like. But, you know, I mean, it had to go. Whatever it was had to go. And you just couldn't handle it. Like, whatever was taken out of your life with the tower was meant to happen. So let's talk about the devil. What is that? You know, it's fear first and foremost for me. It means fear, but it also means addiction and greed and temper, right? So I don't know, like the devil card, it's just, you know, lies. I'm trying to think of everything of the devil, and Spirit's not feeding me a bunch of names, so maybe I need to stop going down that rabbit hole. But I was just trying to say like what that devil card could represent for you. And you got a lot of like endings, a lot of transformative energy here, you know. So your soul wants to go in a brand new direction, and they're giving you the information, but you're brokenhearted and you're still kind of hung up on this devil slash tower. You know what I mean? So that's what that is. Maybe you'll be working through that. Something was taken out of your life and you can't seem to pick yourself up from it, you know? Makes sense to me. Five of Wands, tell me what that is for Gemini. What's going on in this Five of Wands? Okay, some kind of shady behavior for an Empress. Something you didn't see. So this is mother energy. Something to a beautiful mother. Something that they weren't ready for. Something that they didn't want. Something was removed from this Empress's life. This is kind of your foundation, Gemini. It's kind of a broken-hearted Empress feeling, you know? Okay, that makes a lot of sense. All right, let's see. Two of Pentacles. Higher Spirit. I want to talk to the soul of Gemini. All the people that are watching, help me clarify what you want to tell them about this Two of Pentacles. This is kind of like what I was saying, the War of the Roses. It's really about your higher self guiding you. Chariot card. They're guiding you to money or to something. You know what I mean? I mean, they're taking you straight to this energy. Queen of Pentacles. She knows your value. You know, she obviously is an artist here of some sort. There's magic all around her. You can just see it floating in the air, which is beautiful. Tell me what's going on with the Two of Pentacles for Gemini. Spirit, thank you. What's the Two of Pentacles for Gemini? Okay. And your higher self is saying, like, you have to make the decision to release it. You have to make the decision to let go. Like, you know, like your higher self is kind of saying like, will you surrender it to me, please? Will you just, you know, like the War of the Roses card, it's the same kind of deal. And it's almost like saying like, you have to make this decision to surrender and allow your higher self to take you down this new path. But this sadness or whatever is kind of making you feel stuck. Let's clarify this King of Pentacles. Tell me what this King of Pentacles is and what are they doing here in the future of Gemini. What's the King of Pentacles here for in the future? What does it mean? Nine of Swords and it fell out under, you know, upside down. So it means that you're finding your value, I feel like, and you're done crying, you're over it. There's a new love. Oh my God. This is a new love that doesn't give you a nightmare. It's an offer, and you're saying, should I invest in this or not? Yeah, I think that you should. But it tells me that you're still sad here with the Five of Cups. So this feeling like I don't really know what I want to do is still here in the future. But there's also a Death card here, so there could be a transformation. Like maybe while you're thinking about it, like Nine of Swords is in reverse, so that might mean that you're really kind of figuring it out. Like it's not keeping you up all night. You've actually figured out maybe that it's a blessing. Nine of Wands, because you do have a lot of like those kind of cards, like realizing stuff, right? So I do feel like that. I do feel like you're going to understand why this happened. And then the Justice comes in and it causes a transformation all at the same time here. You know what I mean? So whatever happened in this, in this Three of Swords. I'm sure you're the only one. I'm doing Gemini. Hey, Nick. God, I haven't seen you in a long time. I haven't really been on much, so I'm super glad to see you here. We're talking about Gemini, and it looks like they're really struggling to move forward from something, but I think that they are. But I think it was a really big deal, a big tower moment to just be standing in your way like that. And it's still here in the future as well. So, let's get some advice. I think what I want for advice for you guys is a spirit message. Let's see what it is, because I feel like that looks like tough energy this week. Yeah. I think everybody is. Like, there's a lot going on with the planets. They're all lined up, working together, opposing each other, causing squeezing feeling. So today is a pretty emotional bunch of transits. I did it at the very beginning of the reading. I talked about it's the full moon, but the full moon working with other planets too. So they're working together to squeeze us, make us figure something out, right? Okay, so here's your advice, Gemini. Sometimes walking away is the only option, not because you want to make someone miss you or realize they took you for granted, but because you finally respect yourself enough to know that you deserve better. Okay, so it looks like maybe it could have been a love situation that's got you all in a turmoil, But I do feel like your advice was legit. 4219. Oh, I'm taking way too long on these readings. Hold on. Let's go to Cancer. Changing decks. Okay, Cancer. Angels, spirits, and guides, thank you. Let's give a clear, cool, accurate message for Cancer. That's really okay. Alright, Queen of Wands is your energy. What is your challenge? Truth. Clarity. Yeah, I'm gonna do Leo. It's next actually. Okay, you have a King of Wands at the bottom of the deck to match that Queen of Wands energy. So I'm wondering if this is about a relationship. It very well could be. In the past, I see that you walked away from something, you accepted it, and you walked away. And I feel like your energy right now is the Queen of Wands. This is about confidence and power and owning it, right? What's crossing you, or what is your challenge right now, is some kind of clarity or truth, right? The Wheel of Fortune is in your higher self column. So I feel like, your higher self is showing you something, or will be showing you something about how this has been planned, and it's part of your destiny. In your root system, what I see is Seven of Wands, which means that you have been feeling all your life probably a feeling of needing to protect your family and your home for some reason. It's definitely here. Now, in the future, I feel like you're healing up from something, and it is spirit activity that's healing you. but it's something that happens, and it's this Five of Swords. So it's about somebody making a promise and not keeping it. You know what I mean? So I feel like you're going to run into this, maybe even this week, right? There's something that happened, or that will happen, right? It's in the future. Someone doesn't keep their promise. But I feel like you're healing from that. You know what I mean? So maybe this is something that happened before, but you're finally healing from it. And it definitely could have something to do with the planets. Remember, the Chiron is working. We got Sun and Moon squaring Chiron. So there's conflict between emotions and deep healing, right? And there's more awareness right now with the Sun squaring Chiron about deeper issues. So you're thinking about, like, like whatever this is, this feeling of someone that doesn't keep their promises, and you're revamping how you feel about it. I feel like you're coming out of it. It's changing, something better coming in with the Eight of Wands. I mean, it's spirit activity, so I feel like that's an important message. I really do want to know a couple of things. This is a pretty clear reading, but I do want to know what the wheel's bringing in, and I really want to like tap into your higher self here. What do you want to say to Cancer about the Wheel of Fortune? So the Wheel of Fortune is, I feel like it's you, Jupiter and Uranus, or one of them or both of them maybe, and I feel like that's in the reading today too. Okay, so Uranus, yeah. So the Sun's trining Uranus. This is about think outside the box and asserting radical ideas. Just like if you get a cool idea that's just like out of nowhere, do it, right? And then the Moon is sextiling Uranus too. So the Sun and the Moon are working with Uranus and Chiron both today pretty hard. So I kind of feel like it could be a very emotional day. But I also feel like there's a breakthrough coming from it. You know what I mean? Like we're talking over here about this, right? And we're saying like there's something that happened. Somebody didn't keep their promise, but you're healing from it, Four of Swords. And Spirit is actively helping you heal it or whatever. And that is this. It's the Sun and Moon trining and sextiling Uranus and squaring Chiron. So definitely, and even Jupiter is here as well. That's the other planet that I feel like can bring in shock and awe, right? It's and this energy is beauty supercharged by optimism, right? So I don't know. I feel like there's a lot going on. I don't know why that fell out, but tell me what the Wheel of Fortune is here for. What are you bringing in for Cancer? Options, lots of options. You've been missing them. They're trying to show you the options. They're asking you to heal, to like get out of this feeling of you can't move. This is like being stuck, really, really stuck and not seeing all the opportunities, right? So here comes some kind of love coming in. Like this could be a person bringing it in, or it could be your higher self just offering me love. Like, I'm going to make them feel the love, or it could be a person. There's a Two of Cups person coming in. The Sun is also here. So what would we read? That's the Sun and Uranus, which is thinking outside of the box. Yeah. I don't know, but you guys might have someone coming in, Cancer, this week. And that's what your higher self knows that you don't. You don't see this, but they know. They know. So let's see why this clarity is keeping you from understanding your power and your strength and your beauty. What's the clarity? What don't they know? I saw the Hermit card saying, like that flipped over. So I'm wondering if it's saying like, okay, the Hermit card, go inside, ask your higher self. And then this card came out, which is kind of the same thing in Major Arcana. which is the Two of Swords. So I feel like whatever the clarity is, like you don't understand, like you don't understand something. What? What don't they understand? And there it is, the Hermit and the Hanged Man. Again, it's just all over the place, saying like you got to tap into your higher self to get these answers that you seek. You know what I mean? You're lacking clarity in something, and it's causing some confusion for you, and it's also causing some stagnancy. And so, Spirit says, I want to give you some clarity. So, if you're feeling in some kind of stuck energy, which is some you are, this is where you go inside and talk to your higher self. This is where they talk to you. This is where they show you, you know, why this happened, what your purpose is, and how to heal from it, and how to, and that at some point your wishes will come true. The star is even here at the bottom, right? So I feel like you have some new beginnings coming in, is what I feel like. Cancer. All right. Well, let's see what's going on for Leo. 51. All right, Leo. We are going to change decks again. We'll use this one. It's been a minute. All right, Leo. Tell me what's going on for Leo this week. What do they need to know? What do you want them to work on or see or realize with all these planets interacting together? What is their general energy right now? Right this minute. Ew. Are you sad? Look what all came out when this fell open. 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Wands. That's too many to do a Celtic cross with. I wouldn't know where to put them. But I just want you to know I see it. Like there's something, you know, 5s, they're low vibe energy. I do feel like you're just like, I'm just going to read what's split here. And then I'm going to put them back and I'm going to really do a reading. But like, I just feel like this is for somebody. Right? I feel like you are going through something, but it's going to change and you're going to go in a new direction. You know, something new is coming in with the wheel. Could be about your house, your home, right? And on this side, I see again, like you're going somewhere and another big 5, right? So there's 3 5s like hanging out right here. And it could be about the 2 of Cups. It could be about an Emperor. It could be about you not realizing how powerful you are as a spirit, as a soul, you know, because this moon garden, it really kind of like shows us the moon, and we're in that moon energy right now. So maybe what you don't understand is your power, you know, and like there's clarity coming about that and about love, unconditional love. This could even have something to do with your childhood, and I'm really feeling that. And I think that it's, well, because there's a page right here, but I also feel like it's because of the planet structure that I looked up this morning, and we got a lot of shit going on. Like we got the sun and the moon squaring Chiron. A square is a tight squeeze. It's a, here, look at this, you know, and it's about your emotional world and deep healing with the moon. And with the sun, it's same thing. It's like there's something about your life that hurts you, and I really feel like it's so important to figure out what you get from it. You know what I mean? Like, what is this pain giving me? What am I learning? How am I growing? I promise you grow every time you have pain. You do. And it doesn't feel like it in the beginning, but as you work through like grieving or yeah, grieving, I feel like it comes in just little bits at a time, and it's definitely connection with our higher self. So, and then understanding our path, like that's what this Chiron's all about. Okay, so Seven of Cups. You have a lot of options. This can be a card of confusion too. So maybe that's how you're feeling right now. What way do I go? What do I pick? What do I want? I don't know what I want. Which cup do I choose? Here's what's blocking you is this Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands, I've been talking about it all morning. It's been coming out. The reason it's coming out is because of Chiron. It is. Because Chiron is the wounded healer. It's the one that, helps us release all childhood wounds or traumas. Yeah. So we'll just keep going here. I can see what's happening though. In the past, there was an offer of love or something, and you walked away. Now, this Knight of Pentacles, like, right, it can be an offer of love. Again, it could be an offer of a job. It's definitely slow energy. It can be a person, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, right? But you know what I think it is? I think the Knight of Pentacles is your soul. And the Knight of Pentacles is your soul's plan, right? That's how I see it now. And I don't think other people see it that way, but I really do. And so here you are, your soul is showing you your plan. Did you walk away? Did you go a different direction than that? It looks like you might have. Whether that's a person or your own higher self, you walked away from something because you felt like, no, this isn't what I want. Up in the higher self, what does your higher self know? It says the wheel of fortune is changing something. It's something that you want, something that you're manifesting yourself, and it's in alignment with your higher self, the Chariot card. So for some people, like not on a spiritual note, like if you're after some kind of like 3D message, you could be getting a new car, you could be manifesting traveling or moving away, going in a new direction, like that kind of thing. But I feel like this is your higher self saying, like, you're manifesting the life you want with me. So you and your higher self are together, working together as you manifest. And that's the thing that you don't know that your higher self does. But here it is, strength and also the Empress. So that's what you're look at all the majors going on up here in your higher self. The wheel, the chariot, the strength, and the Empress. The Empress is about nurturing. It's about creating. And we had a lot of messages about creation today. This is the day when creative sparks fly. There's fearlessness today with the sun opposing Mars. So this might be something that happens to you today, where you just feel creative sparks. And because the Empress is a creator, and she's also very loving and nurturing to herself and others. And I think that's what your higher self is saying is like, you know what, you have no idea what you're capable of. I'm going to show you. I think you're going to be shown, and you're going to be able to feel love. This could also be talking about something about your mom, you know. I don't know if you have problems, like mom problems. I don't know. Okay, let's look at the root system here. What's going on in Leo's roots here? Ten of Swords. The Tower. What happened? This is your root system. Ten of Swords and the Tower. So something ended. Something came crumbling down. Something you didn't want to let go of. It made you feel pretty guarded, huh? It looks like you have a lot of options, places to go, things to choose from, but you're pretty guarded. And it's so bottom of the deck tells me Temperance card, Hierophant card. It's a big lesson for you, Leo. Big lesson. And the lesson is, how do you change your energy from feeling like the Nine of Wands on the low side? How do you change the Nine of Wands? Like, everything bad happens to me, I'm the victim. Well, this is showing us yoga. This is showing us meditation. This is showing us connection, right? Connecting in. And Temperance is about changing your energy. And the way to change your energy, twin flame. It is hard. There is new love coming as I face twin flame cycle. I'm a Leo. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to explain the twin flame. I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Let's get the future. Let's get the future. I bet this has part of it, though. So if this was a twin flame, like if this is, your reading, here it is, and that's a twin flame journey, it could be saying that you walked away from it because of fear, because it was toxic. And I kind of feel like sometimes, I don't know if I believe in twin flame or not. I'm so confused about that part of life. Okay, so then Nine of Cups and the Death card is what's coming in. You are getting your wish fulfillment, and it is going to change your life. It will change your life completely. You know what I mean? So what happened with the Nine of Wands? Yeah, you're realizing something, the justice in your life, in all the things that haven't been fair, the heartbreaks. I think you are going to be able to move on. But like, you are just so stuck in your head about love. Like, it's a burden. Love is a fucking burden. So, Leo, what can you do to change your energy? This would work for a twin flame message as well. But what we can do to change our energies, to purposely change it, you know what I mean? Like, what are you grateful for right now? You guys, I know you've all, if, Nick, I don't know, but my phone goes off sometimes and it's my gratitude alarm. And I look around and I say, I'm grateful for that beautiful green dress I bought in Kauai that's still hanging in my closet like 10 years later. I still love it. So it's just being grateful in the moment. That's what can change your energy, does change your energy, because the more things you're grateful for, the more things the universe shows you to be grateful for. I walked away from him. He's behind me to come to me, and then I'm clueless. I still accept him. Yeah, well, yeah. Let me just let me clear off these cards. We need a different energy here, not energy. I hope that makes sense for you, Leo. I feel like Nick. Let's just ask this pendulum some stuff. Like, does Nick have a twin flame relationship at this time? Is Nick in a twin flame relationship? It says yeah. And so, is there, if I were to pull cards, can you like direct me on the path? Okay, thank you. So, yeah, all right. So, Spirit is saying, like, yeah, you definitely do have a twin flame journey. And, okay. What's going on in Nick's life? Love call. Someone is thinking of you and letting you know. I feel like this is about a healing. The dragonfly is about healing. Somebody's still angry. Hang on, let me do this a different way. How does... What's the name? What's their name? Nick. Is your name Nick? I need to separate who these people are. Okay. Show me Nick. Show me Nick's energy. Okay, so it's saying like you have unconditional love. You feel like you're kind of stuck together. There's an insane chemistry, right? You have a lot of fun with this person, but there's also some kind of like mirroring that's going on, like, and it gets to be too much, you know what I mean? I feel like twin flame journeys, I don't know if they're about a happily ever after, ever, or if it's just about people triggering another person into healing or into change or into something. You know what I mean? I haven't really figured it out myself. But let's look at your person. Nikki. Rishab, he mirrored and it triggered, yeah. Tell me Rishab is kind of being fake, not showing how they really feel. I feel like something's maybe coming in for this person, and maybe maybe the separation is really about needing space so that this transformation can happen. I would guess that you are going through a transformation as well, because usually when we're mirroring that twin, we're both kind of looking at the same energy, even if we don't talk to each other. You know, we might not know it, but we feel it, you know. So this is you, and you're understanding all of that. And they are, first of all, not saying how they really feel. I feel like they're feeling heartbreak because of the separation. And I think that they are trying to work with that gratitude energy. Like they've figured it out. I feel like their higher self is kind of like showing them that staying in gratitude is the way to turn around everything. The way you feel, what your actions are, how you respond. Let's go back to Nikki. Tell me what Nikki is doing. Butterfly, you're changing. You're going through a transformation all on your own, just inside yourself. This is about old wounds, childhood wounds. And it was kind of like what I was talking about with this Chiron. All of us can be this today. You know, it's moon squaring Chiron. So the moon is really working on us. And the moon is in Cancer. And so the Cancer energy is about, it's about love. It's about loving energy. It's mama love, you know. Like, I mean, Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. So it's nurturing, caring love. And that moon is kind of like squeezing us, as well as the sun. Like for us to like look at these old wounds from our childhood and accept what they gave you. It's a flip of the switch in your brain. Like you can't sit and feel like regret about your past, or regret about an experience. You really, at some point, you're gonna have to switch that around in order to grow. You have to accept it. It did happen, and it did give you some stuff. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that you're working on. But I feel like, bottom of the deck, it's talking about a separation between the two of you, and there's sadness between both of you. You know, what's the outcome going to be with these guys? Can you tell me? Unconditional love. Unconditional love. Somebody's watching. So I don't know who the chaser is, but I saw the engagement ring. I see a coffee date, getting together, talking to each other, that kind of thing. So that's what I see for you, Nick. Man, I'm gonna have to open up a little window in here. It's about 1,000,000 degrees. Isn't it funny how houses are? Like some rooms are super hot and some have no heat at all. At least that's how my house is. And this one is hot. Will there be a reunion? Will he commit? Oh. Will Nikki have a reunion? No. Will this twin flame commit to her at any time? I don't think so, Nikki. It showed no. He's not coming back. He's not going to commit. I don't know why, but that's what it said. And I really think, like, I don't know what the twin flame journey is about, but I am seriously doubting the fact that it's about a happily ever after, Prince Charming kind of thing. I mean, I thought it was too, but I don't believe that anymore. I don't think so. I think they just come in and trigger us and we heal. I don't know. That energy never leaves though, does it? I wake up every single day. He's chasing you. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What am I going for next? It's a good Virgo. Did I put the time down? Yes. Yeah, they do. It is hard. They do. But I don't know that we ever get to keep them. That's the thing. And I think that's the sad fucking part. Like, you meet someone that feels so absolutely perfect. Or you feel like that, and then they just, I don't know, dip out. I don't know what it's all about. I just don't know why. I don't know what it is. All right, Virgo. Let's do Virgo. What's going on for Virgo? What do you want to tell them this week? Virgo's sad. 3 of Swords. What your challenge is letting go of something. I think in the past, 8 of Wands. In your root system, you have 2 of Pentacles, so you have a hard time deciding what to focus on. Soul or 5D or 3D. Like, that's what the 2 of Pentacles is about to me. I feel like up in your higher self, I feel like they're trying to get you to tap in because you feel some type of way. It's that 5 of Pentacles, and now it's like super cold. Sorry, you guys. Jesus. Maybe I opened it too much. I'm sorry. All right. Let's see what's in the future. Oh. knowing your value, creating abundance, transmuting your energy. Yeah. So I don't remember who else got that same card there. Maybe Aries. I feel like there's, like there's been a lot of shit in your life, but I feel like you're transforming it because the Temperance card is there. All right, so in the center of your reading, you're processing grief right now. Could be moving into a new home, or, suddenly homeless and having to downgrade. I don't know. But so you're processing grief, or you're feeling in the Three of Swords, a little displaced maybe. And the Five of Cups is your challenge. So this means you're having a hard time letting go of some heartache. Like you have this heartache deep inside, and your challenge is to let it go. Oh, thanks, Nick. Lovely to see you. I'm so glad you stopped in. I hope that reading helped you. And I don't know how to feel about the twin flame. I wish I had a little more positive feeling about it, but I really just don't know how I feel about it. Sometimes I feel like people made it up, but I don't know. Okay, yeah. So the Three of Swords is clarified by the Four of Wands. So whatever happened was in your home, and it kind of, there's a lot of sadness here in your stability, in your maybe a relationship, right? And you're trying to let it go, but for some reason it's challenging you to let it go. Tell me why. Tell me why. Because you still want them back, even though they weren't fair. And you still somehow feel like you might be able to make it fair. You want a reunion. This person is your star, your North Star, your happy place, So that's why you're sad, right? And up in your higher self is saying like, well, Tina, you see, Virgo doesn't believe in themselves. Virgo doesn't believe in themselves. You know what's funny, Virgo? Do you know who the hermit is? You. It's you. You're the one that has this card attached to you. So it means that you know how to connect. You do. You know that you have an inner light, but for some reason, something is happening here where you don't feel like you deserve the light or something, You're lacking seeing the reason for life happening, right? You don't understand why things have happened to you this way. The reason that I said all that is because at the bottom of the deck we have the Justice card, and this is a Leo or a Libra card, right? And it's about figuring out why shit happens. And I feel like if you were to just tap into this energy that is your own, then you would see the justice. You would see why this thing was taken out of your life. Maybe it was something that kept you in the Five of Pentacles, and your higher self is like, you can't be with someone that keeps you feeling like you're not enough. So I don't know if that's what it's saying, but it sort of seems like it. It's like you still want to be with this person that you're definitely not with. And there's something inside of you that feels like you're not good enough, and that's why they were taken out. But that's not why. They were taken out because they were keeping you small. And I think you need to go, tap into your higher self, connect into that energy and say, well, why did you take away this possibility of happiness and stability in my life? Why did this person have to leave? And I think your higher self will tell you. Tell me. Let's just tell them right now. Because you're never choosing yourself. You're never putting yourself first. And I also feel like you're really feeling like a victim, 9 of Wands. That has sure come out a lot today. It's got to be the Chiron energy. Because this is like childhood shit that makes us feel small, that makes us feel unworthy, that makes us feel guarded, closed off. So at the bottom of the deck, what I'm seeing is the 20 card, which is Judgment. And Judgment card is about your soul awakening. It's about you figuring all that shit out and allowing it to guide you. Now, here's what's happening in the future, which I think is pretty cool. Like in the past, you already know how to do it because the 8 of Wands are here and you're manipulating with the spirit energy. You know, you're bringing something to you. You are working with the energy. So Spirit says you do know how. You are Virgo. You are very tapped in. Don't forget that part. It's just automatic when you have Virgo, right? So here's this part. This is your higher self coming out. This is the Harvest card. And this card is about like everything coming to light. You know, you seeing all the gifts that you've got. This is your higher self showing like, yeah, it's all been worth it. It's all been worth it. And it will keep paying off everything that you've been through, all the hurt. I can guarantee that whatever this, why ever this was taken out, it's got something to do with the way you feel about yourself. And this person or this situation that was removed kept you small. And this could be something that happened when you were small, when you were a child, right? And it's just still hanging in your energy, like you feel like a victim, you feel like whatever, right? But now in the future, what I see is the sun coming out, which means something is changing. It's you. You understand your value in the Queen of Pentacles. You know who you are. The this card is the Temperance card, and it's about changing your energy. And isn't it funny that what's changing it is the sun, which is gratitude. And it's just a message I have been giving for over a year now. The more grateful we are, the more stuff we see to be grateful for, and our vibe changes. And I feel like if we all made it a habit to notice all the cool shit going on around us, like it doesn't have to be that your life is rosy, but go outside. And I was just telling my niece this today. Like, go outside right now when it's super cold and look at how the frost almost turns into lace in the morning. Like, it looks like lace. And it's beautiful. You could get lost for hours looking at it and feeling grateful. And it's just these tiny little things that we do that release the load, that take our boundary down just a little bit more. You know, it changes our vibration and brings in new things. You know, it makes it so everything is even, and you realize like there are so many beautiful things. Like it's not just this one thing. There's other things going on around you that have nothing to do with this, that are beautiful and wonderful. And in order to reach that higher self and really communicate and get going with it, like let's move together, higher self. You know, like let's do this together. That's what this card is about. And in order to really do that, you human, you got to start somewhere. And I feel like Spirit's been telling me for a little over a year that it's all about gratitude. It's all about gratitude. And, you know, like I said, it can be, I find most of my gratitude coming from nature, coming from other people, coming from my children. And then I start seeing things for myself. Once I see it all around me, Spirit shows it in me. Oh, I'm grateful I'm like that. I'm grateful I answered with love. Thank you, higher self. Like you start noticing like a different response coming out of your mouth because you're living in gratitude and you don't have ick going on in your head. You have gratitude. So your response to everything is going to be different. Hi, Helen. Libra. 124. Libra. Change decks again, just okay, we'll get different messages. Libra. Angels, spirits, and guides. Tell me about my Libra friends. Okay. Well, Libra, it looks like you have a really great idea, but I think your challenge is the Six of Swords, and it's like your challenge is moving forward, moving on, actually taking this idea and running. Now, remember what we were talking about at the beginning? I just want you guys so much to like connect with the planets and your life, because it's so important, and it's fun too, but it sure explains our feelings and our situations that we find ourselves in, right? So the Nine of Swords is about a really cool idea and going for it. Like, it's a great idea. And you don't think before you act. You just go for it. But what's blocking you is Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is about changing your thoughts. It's about moving in a new direction. And it's definitely about spirit guidance, right? So why is that your challenge? Don't you want to know? Why is Six of Swords the challenge? Is it stopping you from going where you want to go? Because they want you to go somewhere different? Hang on, that was way too many cards. Will you clarify the Six of Swords? Why is that their challenge? Why is the Six of Swords Libra's challenge? Oh, okay. The Six of Swords. Okay, so it's about, the challenge is changing your thoughts. And your thoughts are Nine of Swords. It's scary. You're scared. It's Ten of Wands. It's a fucking big burden. Two of Cups. So you want to go forward. You want to go toward a relationship. But your higher self is moving you away from it. That's what's happening. You want to go forward. Your higher self is moving you in another direction. Look. Like you're leaving that spirit energy moving you out of the nightmare, out of Ten of Wands. Like, this is old and I'm sick of it. Two of Cups. That's a soul relationship, right? So spirit wants you to move in a different direction than this one. And you don't want to. You want to go toward it. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so in the past you had an love, but it looks to me like it was somebody playing a game. It's definitely looks about love. So tell me about this Nine of Cups. Yeah. It didn't work out, but you thought it would. But it didn't. You know, like you wanted victory, you wanted success, but it didn't work out. Somebody missed the opportunity, whether it was you or the other person, right? You had high hopes, but it looks like this offer was a game, Libra, like insincere. And you feel like you missed an opportunity, and now you feel real blocked off. And you're hyper focused on this Two of Cups, this person, this one person. All right, spirit, higher spirit of Libra. Let's talk about this Temperance card, because this is about changing your energy. And this is what your higher self knows that you don't know. Let's clarify it. What are they doing? Two of Swords. You're scared. Okay. The Temperance is saying, like, if you will trust your higher self, everything is going to change. There's a major lesson going on with this situation. And it's about who you are and what you're here for. I feel like you need to step into Emperor energy. Emperor energy is Aries energy, but it's also like divine, masculine. I'm not scared. I'm going to go in a new direction. Nothing scares me. And the Hierophant is about lessons. It's about tapping into higher self. It's about doing something that your soul agreed to do. And it requires a lot of Emperor energy, no fear, you know. All right, so tell me in the roots, the Fool card, new beginning, Four of Wands. Oh God, I'm gonna have to crawl underneath this table, you guys. All right. Oh man. So here's what it came out. The World card. There's an ending of something. I think you're gonna have to make this decision yourself. It is about love. And I feel like there's new love after you close out the cycle of whatever this was. You know, it seems like you're hanging on to it. You know what I mean? Like you're hanging on to this idea of this Two of Cups, you know, like, so it's kind of like when that Nick was on here, you know, Nick was on here talking about the twin flame or something. And I think that the reason that I really almost don't like that to talk about the twin flame, it almost gives people a written permission slip to accept other people treating you like shit. And I'm not gonna do that. Like, it's not okay. I don't care what label you give the relationship. If someone's treating you like shit, like it looks like over here, like, yeah, I want everything, and then they fucking don't, you know, ignore you, and you miss out, and it's over. And here you are, alone, and wondering what the hell, why can't I have this, you know? And that's the problem for twin flame for me. Like, I hate it because of that. Like, you know, it's almost like you have no more forward movement, and I just feel like that's no good. See, it's almost like your higher self is taking you away from this thing. Like, maybe if you think like you're in a twin flame, and your higher self is like, no, you're not. No, we're going in a different direction. This is not where it's at. I know this was special, but let's move on down the road. You know what I mean? That's what I think is happening. Six of Cups right over here. This is about a memory, a thought, what you want, right? Six of Cups. Definitely a couple of lovers on in there. Tell me that's in your future. This is about a memory, something or someone that you think about. Page of Pentacles. Maybe you're thinking about sending them a message. But I feel like you're still waiting over here in the future. Okay, so, yeah. And you're just feeling like a victim. It's just no bueno. So here's what I think we need to focus on what your higher self wants to say. It's time to change your energy, but you have to like let go and like allow your higher self in to show you maybe what it gave you, the lessons, right? Do you love this? This is like a guy's third eye against a buffalo third eye. I love that card. I just do. It's like you've got some kind of special knowledge coming in, you know, from Buffalo. I don't know. Maybe you guys should look up Buffalo. I've never gotten that message before. But it's about you coming into this Emperor energy, taking charge of your own life and not letting the past hold you back, you know? Because it looks like you kind of are guarding yourself. Look at all the cards that are saying, you know, like he's hiding there, and here he's got this big wall built up, you know? So Let's get a spirit message for you and see what your advice is. What is the advice for Libra? You are feeling somewhat confused by the events that are unfolding around you and the various seemingly contradictory information. Oh my God, you got this the last time, Libra. This is the same message. Okay. Contradictory information that's coming your way. Trust your instincts and do what they're telling you to do, and you will learn a lot about yourself and the direction that you want your life to take. See, that's exactly what's going on right here. Right here. And this came out in another reading that I did for you guys. Maybe the 2025 predictions. I'm not sure, but it was the same message. But it was about a whole bunch of money coming in. Like money just falling in your lap. And then that card came out, and I'm like, it almost seemed like it was saying, I know all this stuff she's saying seems like it's not true, but it is, you know? So I could think that's kind of cool. You got the spirit message. So I kind of feel like, okay, so for planets, I feel like this could be stuck in, or, you know, connected with Uranus, and it's trining the sun and sextiling the moon. And Mars is trining Neptune. So it could be all three of those things happening. There is a breakthrough coming, you know. It could happen today. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the moon, and the moon only stays in a sign and in a transit, you know, just maybe like 3 days. I feel like, I don't know that for sure, but okay. So that's what I've got for Libra. I hope that helps you guys. And let's look at Scorpio is next. 137. Okay. I'm going to use this one, I guess. Okay, Scorpio. Tell me what's going on for Scorpio. So I can have a cheat sheet here with you with the transits. I think this is such important information. I hope you guys find it helpful for you getting through all of this, you know. So, all right. So this is your energy right at the moment. Page of Wands. I feel like you're guarded and protecting yourself, and you could be starting something new and just keeping to yourself. Maybe you're working on a project, a passion project or something. But I feel like you're very, like, closed off to other people. What's blocking you is Seven of Swords. So this is a tricky card. It's like somebody doing something shady, right? And in the past, I see you manifesting an ending. You're doing a ritual, saying goodbye to something. In your I love this for your root system. It's the Harvest card. It's the Judgment card. It means that you know how to connect in with your higher self, and it's just like kind of I think it's just something you've always been able to do, having it be in the root system, right? Up in your higher self, we've got this Knight of Swords, which is kind of like getting a really good idea to do something. A lot of times the Knight of Swords doesn't really think before they act, so he just gets the idea and he runs and goes for it, right? And so it could be about a love situation that has Four of Wands attached to it, you know. Like this could be coming in and you don't see it coming, because this is what your higher self knows that you do not. So this is either an idea you have that you're going to go for, or it's someone specific coming toward you that you don't know about, right? I don't know if you're going to see it or not. I feel like your higher self might be saying, like, you know, take a minute to stop and look around because you might miss this thing. It's an opportunity. It looks like a opportunity of a lifetime, in my opinion. You know, it looks pretty damn good. And then in the future, I do see that everything is changing. Your thoughts, your heart, the way you see things is changing. You're starting to lead with love. There's a big, big awakening here. Okay, so what I'm confused about, let's first of all ask, like, what are you doing in this Page of Wands? Like, what are you doing? It looks like you're like keeping to yourself. You're sad. You're blocked off. You're keeping yourself alone. Maybe some of you are moving. Oh my God. There's that King of Swords. Okay, so that's up there. It's the other half of the Two of Cups, or else it's you. This is your energy. You're heartbroken, but you want to go toward one. You do with that night. You have this urge to go. So this could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn that you're going toward. It's a Queen of Pentacles. It's somebody, it could be somebody that has money, or it could be somebody that just knows their value, and it makes them more beautiful to you because of that. What's stopping you is this Seven of Swords, which is like a side eye kind of business going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like every time I look at this card, I'm like, what in the fuck is going on in this card? So basically, he's hunting, right? And he's got a bunch of bunnies here that he killed. And there's a skunk kind of in the path. So it could be like, I don't know. I think it's like shitty behavior. You know what I mean? I kind of do. And I don't know. So maybe this is something that's maybe you feel like you're betraying someone by doing it, or King of Pentacles. Didn't we have a pentacle already? It was the Queen, but she was at the bottom, maybe? Is that what it was? Oh, there she is. She's right there. Okay, so this could be your person. You know, there's a match here. Wish fulfillment. And you feel like you don't want to let them in. Okay. You want to do it, but you don't do it. And the 10 of you maybe you already said goodbye to this thing. Yeah. You manifested forward movement toward Queen of Wands. So maybe we're talking about love here. We could have also be talking about, like, after you let go of something in the past, then you start moving forward with your higher self, and you discover, you know, maybe confidence, maybe some gifts with the Queen of Wands, right? Something going on there in the past already happened, right? So tell me what the Harvest card is. This is the Judgment card. This is your higher self and you going same direction and benefiting from it. It is time. It is time for things to change. There's that Nine of Swords. So realization, lots of nines here. We are in the year of 9. 2, 2, 5, all add up to 9. So it's, I guess that's why all the nines are coming out. We're realizing stuff. Like here, I feel like you're realizing you don't have anything to worry about here because your soul's at the wheel. That's what I feel like. And this one's pointing toward the winter months, the Yule, like right now, right? So I feel like you're getting clarity about something that didn't seem fair, and justice is coming in and your heart is opening. That's what I feel like is happening here. You know, like you're getting clarity on some things that weren't fair in your life. And this activity with Chiron, Sun and Moon, squaring them, I just feel like, you know, we're making sense out of our life. You know what I mean? We're having aha moments, like, okay, I see how that helped me here, helped me there. Understanding all that is going to change your vibe. And then here's the Knight of Cups. So that could be you offering love, you know, you changing to the point where you just heart-led all the time, going for a new beginning, you know. So I feel like you're going toward the Lovers here. I feel like you've maybe been waiting for some certain person. Maybe it's somebody that you're married to, or maybe it's somebody that you had a tower with, like it was over, right? But then here's the Lord of the Shadows coming out, saying like, this happened and there was a big transformation. I feel like something new could be coming in, and a brand new, like, zero card, like zeroing out, starting over kind of energy going on here, which would make sense too, because 9 turns into 10, which is a 1. So it means new beginnings and that kind of thing. And that's what I see happening here for you. I hope that helps you for this week. Understand something more about yourself, your path, what you want, and how to get it. Hello. Okay, let's see. Sagittarius, 146. Okay, Sag. Move these around a little. I feel like the walls are closing in. It's hard to get. I'm gonna have to straighten this shit up today. Okay. Maybe you guys can't really tell how squashed it is. I don't know why I have all these cards here, because I like them. Okay. Sagittarius. All right, I'm really going to put all these up in your higher self. I think it's the most important column of all. Wow. Okay. This looks actually pretty decent. Sagittarius. It looks like in the past, like we're at a place of bliss, 9 of Cups. That's your higher self, and you like understanding what you want and feeling it. Bringing it on in. Wish fulfillment. In your current energy, Page of Swords. So you could have learned something new. New information here, but what's blocking you is 7 of Wands. You're feeling attacked. Maybe you're feeling attacked by the information. What happened here? Ten of Swords. Clarify, Page of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. New information. You can have anything you want. Your higher self will give it to you. That's beautiful. So you're learning that right now. That's your energy. You're like, oh my God, I can really. My soul always takes care of me. It's an epiphany that's happening. I think that's cool. Now, why do you feel attacked by that knowledge, or what's making you feel attacked here? 7 of Wands. You're feeling attacked. Maybe by a person, Knight of Wands. This could be yourself, right? It's your fire sign. You're feeling attacked by another fire sign. The sun is in the middle. So it can't be so bad, right? Like you have some darkness, but the sun is right there. You know, this almost looks like somebody trying to go for something new, exciting, beautiful, Knight of Wands, like they're, off and running toward happiness and joy and abundance, right? Well, why are you afraid of that? I think it's that you're afraid that other people are gonna poke holes in your shit on your sunshine, like that kind of thing. That's kind of weird. Tell me one more card. Clarify that one more time. The Ace of Swords, which is truth and clarity. So yeah, I do feel like there's clarity coming in, or you're lacking clarity to go ahead and jump on this idea. But here's the thing: that whatever the idea is with that night, it's information about your soul and how the soul provides for you financially and um, love wise, everything. Your soul always has you, right? And it looks like you understand that, but for some reason you're afraid to share the knowledge, or you're afraid to go for it because there's people around you who maybe don't believe like you or whatever. And I just feel like saying, don't be scared to be you. Don't be scared to embrace whatever this cool idea is, because it's given you freedom and it's given you independence. And I can see that. But what's holding you back is your own self, just your own doubts in yourself, or like you're scared of what other people think. And that's awful. And I'm sorry you're feeling that way. So let's see, in your root system, it looks to me like you have a hard time seeing justice in situations. Like it has seemed like for a lot of your life, like you've seen a lot of negative stuff happen, right? And it doesn't seem fair. And it's got you sort of stuck in some kind of really weird energy. But let's see. Sorry, I don't know why those flipped over, but let's see what's going to happen next. This is your root system, so this might be just like the way you are, think or whatever. Like this is just who you are since you were little. Like everything shitty happens to me, woe is me kind of thing. And be careful of that, like sliding back into depressive kind of energy, because like it just doesn't do us any favors ever. It keeps us in a really low vibration, attracting low vibrational shit, stuff like that. So I don't know, whatever that means to you, be careful. What I see happening in this future is you're manifesting a stable, happy home. Four of Wands and the Magician. I love that energy. I think it's because you understand that you can create it. You know what I mean? Like you do, because you have that Nine of Pentacles. And I think the Nine of Pentacles is like one of the coolest cards in the deck. But you have all the shit that's blocking you from it, like this. Like I'm scared. What are other people going to say when I tell them that I manifested passive income? Like, what are they going to think of me, right? And I do feel like you're a little worried about it, whether it's family or it's the general like population. I just feel like maybe it's me being old or something, but I feel like at some point in our life, we have to stop giving one fuck what other people think about what we're doing. We just can't. It's just, who cares? It's their life and this is ours. We get to choose. And I feel like, you worrying about what other people think is a big deal. So let's look at the most important column, and that's what your higher self has to say. And the first card out is the Hermit card, and it's saying, like, talk to me, man. Like, talk to me. I have all the answers, how to make a new beginning. But you're the one with the inner struggle. You're sad. You're scared of it. And you're hanging on to old ideas that just don't work anymore. And it's time to move forward with the truth. And so there's some things you have to cut out, like doubts and hanging on to something that's gone. And hanging on to old beliefs like, I didn't earn this. I don't deserve this. Whatever that is. I see a big change coming up. You kind of like coming into this energy where you're cutting out anything and everything that doesn't serve you. And the things that don't serve you here is this Five of Swords, which can be about a word fight. It can be about like inner struggle inside of yourself, and you're hanging on to it, and it's kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's making you behave in some sort of erratic sort of way, you know. And at some point, Queen of Swords coming out here, like realistically setting boundaries, cutting things off and cutting things out. You see what has to be cut out, right? Like the overthinking, the up all night, I'm worried about the way someone treated me today. I can't stop thinking about it, right? So I think you need to get out of your own head and out of these problems that seem like real big problems, and focus, you know, like on what your higher self is trying to guide you to, because I feel like, you know, you're going to this place where you can create whatever reality you want. I think we all are going into that place, and I think Spirit is counting on it, if you want to know the truth. So here comes Capricorn. Let's look and see what Capricorn messages are. Just flipping around decks again. I have 4 favorites, but I like to switch them between. Alright, Capricorn, angels, spirits, and guides. Let's talk about Capricorn. You're trying to decide right now where to put your energy, what you want to invest in. 3 of Swords, or 3 of Wands, is what's like your challenge. So 3 of Wands is kind of about waiting. Or maybe you're losing patience. Like, I have put this out in the universe and now I'm tired of it. I have been working on this forever and I'm sick and tired of waiting and waiting and waiting. So I think the waiting part is causing some kind of like interference, you know, and your own sort of like, I don't even know if I should try anymore with 7 of Pentacles. Should I stay or should I go? Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, 7 of Wands. What's going on here? 3 of Pentacles. This is in the future. So this could be about opening up some lines of communication. It could be about somebody coming in offering something like a job or love, or, you know, whatever it is. Hi. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for hitting the like button or subscribing. Everything. I am on Aquarius right now. Okay. So in your past, what I see is like there's a struggle here. Now, this could be with a group of people or with a situation, another 5 clarifying it, saying, you know, I think you might have let this go, whatever it is. Could have been a fight. It could have been a breakup, something like that. But I do feel like you've successfully like accepted it with this specific 5 of Cups. She's blown out the candles. She's like, I understand why this was removed from my life and I'm going to move forward. So it seems like you've kind of like tied something neatly up in the past. Let's clarify what it is you're questioning here. Where do I put my energy? You don't know. You're kind of at this place where you just, yeah, you gotta surrender. It's okay to surrender. Your higher self almost really wants you to. You know, they're like, just let me have it. Just let me have it. They can't take charge because we're given free will. That's why it's so important to line up with the energy of our soul. Because when we can become one with them, and we're not acting like, you know, out of fear with our human, but we're just acting in unison. What's happening is they're taking you to your wish fulfillment. I feel like it involves trust, right? But it seems like whatever you're working on here seems like you're frustrated. Like, why isn't it here yet? You know, this is the problem. It's you're like, why isn't it here yet? You know, sick of waiting. So impatience is a problem here. Just, you know, whatever that means for you, try and work on, you know, just letting things roll, right? Like Wheel of Fortune. Like, okay, it's not time yet, you know, but I'm just going to sit here ready, right? Okay. The Three of Wands is like, it's you're sitting here waiting, but the thing is, like, when it's clarified by the two, it means you haven't decided yet. Like, you're waiting and waiting, but you're waiting for something you need to do, Aquarius. And what you need to do is choose yourself. The Two of Wands is about investing in yourself. And you've been working on something. And I'm not saying you haven't been investing in yourself, right? But you have been working on something, but it's not going anywhere. You feel like you manifested it. You feel like you're sitting here going like, where is the gain from all this stuff I've been doing? And Spirit is telling me, well, you really haven't chosen yourself yet. Like, you really haven't, like, really said to your higher self, I trust you. And they're waiting for you to do that. Like, you're saying to yourself, I trust you, and I trust wherever you're leading me. I think that it's really important. Are we on Capricorn or Aqua? Do you guys know? Man, I think I said Aqua, but I think this is, I don't even know. Do you guys know that are on here? We're on Capricorn. Thank you. I haven't written Capricorn, but I was like seeing Aqua for some reason. Okay, so Capricorn. So basically what's happening is you're waiting for something. You're waiting for something. You're tired of it. You're sick and tired of waiting. But Spirit is saying, like, well, you still need to like give me the okay. You need to hand it over. You need to let me lead. That's what I think that's saying. Let's look at the moon. The moon is in the reading today, like over and over and over with the transits. I mean, it's working with the sun and the Uranus and Chiron, and yeah, that's what I have written down. That this is a really big month, and with the planets, they're all lined up next to each other in a line. We're definitely going to be feeling some changes. So what's happening here is the moon card, right? So it's a Pisces card, and the stars an Aquarius card, but it's about healing and it's about wish fulfillment again, right? This is in your root system. Maybe you are manifesting under the full moon your wish fulfillment. That could be what they're saying, is that you do trust the universe. You do follow your higher self. Holy shit, what's going on here? Look at your root system. Do you know who you are, Capricorn? That's all I want to know. Do you really know who you are? You are the person with 4 major arcanas in your root system. And the majors are the moon, the star, the high priestess, and the empress. This is your higher self. This is the mother in you, the nurture energy, the creator. You know, the creative being that you are. Being led by spirit here with this big thing, going straight to you. You know how to do it. You know how to manifest under the moon. I wonder why you feel so confused right in the moment. Because you have such good roots. But you do have some kind of confusion about what to do, what to decide to do, what way to go. And all I can see here is that you really need to tap into that high priestess, higher self energy. Because I don't know if human stuff, fear, that kind of thing are getting in the way of movement, is what it looks like to me. This is definitely movement. It's new information. This is the future. You got the Page of Swords. It could be a message. It could be movement. It could be you, like digging for information, learning more, growing in knowledge. But then this Seven of Wands is a little bit right there. It's like you feel like you have to protect something. The Seven of Wands is protecting their home, their family, their children, right? Three of Pentacles is about working together, an opportunity. So there could be an opportunity coming in, but you feel a little guarded, like, I don't know if I want to do it or not. It seems like a lot of work. It seems like I'm kind of sick of working. I want to know about the most important reading of all, and that's what your higher self has to say. It's telling me about some wish fulfillment that's coming in. I think that all you got to do is like kind of like follow their lead, kind of like release control. 10 of Cups and Justice. So your wish fulfillment is coming in, and it is all about unconditional love. Again, look at the tie-in here with all of these majors up here with unconditional love and justice. So what you don't know is there's some big love coming toward you. You know, I would say that if you're Empress and High Priestess energy, that you have a pretty important love coming in. You know, it could be a Libra with the Justice, right? But it's more like understanding something on such a big level that you get to release a bunch of shit that's been holding you back. You know what I mean? Kind of like you already did here. I think you already know how to do it. I do. And I think that this Justice coming in, let's just look at the Cool card. Because she's actually letting something go by blowing, you know, fear. Like, so when you look at this card, these are actually leaves she has in her hand, and she's blowing them into the wind, but you see what's happening. They're turning into butterflies, which is talking about a transformation for you. Let's see what it's about. It could be about things that you're, oh God, look at, it's just going to tell us at the bottom of the deck, of course. So it's about gratitude, it's about seeing things in your life to be grateful for, and it's about a soul friend. So what you don't see coming that your higher self knows is that there is love coming here, a soul friend, something that you're going to be very grateful for, something that's going to illuminate justice in your life. But more than that, I think this unconditional love is here. And I do know, because this is at the bottom of the deck, that you're hurting now. It's probably something old and, And I think it's scary to start over, especially if you're talking about a new love. You know what I mean? Like, will I get my heart broken again? Are they going to stick around? Is this real? Am I pretty enough? Am I smart enough? Am I worthy? With this Devil card is coming in. Be careful. Be careful with that. Don't ever, I just want you to know it's not possible. It is just, you want to know one of the things I love the most about tarot and like being like led down this trip of tarot and the higher self. It's the fact that I know for a fact it's just not even possible for anyone to be higher or lower than anyone else. We do that on this planet for some fucking reason, but it's just a lie. There is complete equality across the board. There's not anybody better or worse. So I think if that is something that's holding you from moving forward, I feel like just tap in and talk to your higher self about it, because this is what your higher self knows is coming. You know, it's all kinds of love. It's 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Justice, Sun, 2 of Cups. What could you be dealing with? The only card that's here is Libra and Leo. But I think it could be anybody, but I'm just saying those cards are showing up. All right. I hope that made sense and helped somebody. I don't know if it did or not. Aqua. 209. All right. Now we're on aqua. I forgot where I left off, but we'll just do this one. Aquarius. Aquarius. This is the dawn. You know that song? Was it the Mamas and the Papas that sang that? God, I'm old. Even then, I didn't know the Mamas and the Papas. I was watching this comedian yesterday. God, I forgot her name, but she's so funny. She's on my, I don't know why she's showing up on my page, but she's super funny. And she was talking about, God, everything yesterday. I was laughing. I don't know why I said that, but I forgot what she said. So Spirit must have been like, shut up. Don't tell anybody what you're doing. Okay. What is happening? Why is this here in the future? I hate that. Aquarius. Oh, she was talking about Tom Jones. And she goes, she went and seen somebody and she goes, I was going to take off my panties and throw them at him. But she goes, and everybody started laughing. And she goes, well, that's what you do to and I don't know who she was going to see, but it was so funny. And I thought, can you imagine? I cannot imagine throwing my underwear anywhere. Okay. So, Aquarius, let's look at your current energy, 6 of Cups. So you got something on your mind, some kind of lover. What is your challenge is yourself. This is a card of healing. It's your card, and it's also a card of wish fulfillment. For some reason, it's your challenge right now. Let me see if there's anything else I'm noticing here. I see 2 6s. That's kind of a, usually I feel like that's kind of like about past lives, or some people call it karma. I like to just keep it at a past life connection or something like that in the past, All right. Sorry, I was having some coffee. Tell me what the 6 of Cups is all about. This is about memories. This is about like thinking about somebody you can't stop thinking about, right? It could have something to do with a family wish. Like I saw us as a happy, stable family. And this is your energy. It's like you're stuck in this memory. Yeah, 2 of Cups. Love. But it wasn't fair or something like that. Your higher self is saying something about that to me. Your higher self is telling me that even though you feel like this person was special, and I'm not saying that they weren't, 2 of Cups is here, it is. But it feels like they put you off balance in some way, or this memory is putting you off balance in some way. And I kind of feel like it's blocking you from your higher self. In fact, it's almost saying like you're choosing to listen to your human while you're in this nostalgic feeling, like you're feeling unbalanced about it. Look at all the 2s now. Decisions. 2, 2, and 2 again. A lot of numbers coming in here for you that I'm noticing, and I didn't notice in other readings. I don't know why. But I do feel like your higher self wants to heal you, right? This is your block. You are blocking yourself. Explain that. Explain that. The Star card is your challenge, which is healing and wish fulfillment. Okay. Okay. This is telling me that this memory that you have of this person that, I don't know, it's not here anymore. You're just thinking about them. They're not here though. I think for one thing, I want you to know that this is kind of pushing you toward your higher self. It's here. Even your higher self is in the thing saying, like, hermit, come in, go inside, reach for me, I'm right here. Because what you have coming is like this Nine of Pentacles. I can make it on my own. And it's coming in very, very quickly. But it is a challenge. Why? Why is it a challenge for you to feel the Nine of Pentacles? I can do this with my higher self on my own. I really don't need a second. I don't need a person. All I need is my soul. This is your lesson right now, Aqua. And I think I'm pretty safe to say that. And one of the reasons is because you got Pluto in your life in a giant way. If it's your sun sign, it's in your human. If it's in your rising sign, it's in yourself, the whole totality. And Pluto is about reconstructing what's there. And that's what's happening for you. Here's what you're going to feel. Nine of Pentacles. You're kind of like in this space where you actually are going to do the shit on your own. Who doesn't want that? Anybody? Anybody not want to be able to succeed on your own without another person? Is there any person on the planet that doesn't want that? I don't think so. But it looks like you think there has to be another person in order to pull this shit off. But Nine of Pentacles isn't about two people. It's about one. It's about one. It's about you. So, I don't know. I feel like you're really deep in your head about this certain person, and it's all about love, right? Unconditional love. You unconditionally love someone and you want to be with them, right? But for some reason, Spirit says no. They remove them, something, right? And you're on your own. And I feel like you're kind of fighting it. You're fighting the single energy, I mean, when I see the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like it's passive income. It's easy income. It's like a surplus of income if you want it to be. It's kind of like you're working so closely with your higher self that you're just bringing in every thought that you have, you know? So maybe that's part of it too. Like, be careful what you're wishing for. Because I think what you're wishing for is a reuniting of that relationship. And that is not really in the plan, I don't think. But to be honest, I just don't think it is. Tell me what this King of Swords is. This is about knowledge coming in. Yeah. So I feel like something happened. This King of Swords, this could be an energy outside of yourself that's not you, that is helping you change somehow with truth, with, I don't know. What are you thinking of with the King of Swords? Somebody smart. I think they make good decisions. Could be like a judge or like somebody like that that's kind of guiding you. Or it could be you because you're an air sign. So maybe it's your higher self and spirit just guiding you to a place where you can change your own energy. That's what it looks like. Now, in your root system, it looks to me like you like to follow passion, and you always have. Like you love it. You do fun things. You're kind of like chasing the dream all the time. But also, I see some fear about going into new territory, trying something different. There's a fear here in your root system. And I think it started when you were a kid. And I feel like this is what's kind of being left behind. It's like you're walking toward a brand new passionate beginning. You're walking away from the fear. And you're kind of embracing this feeling like you had when you were a kid, because it's sort of the same, the ace and the page. It's like a new beginning. in passion, something that lights you up, something that excites you, something that feels pretty and wonderful and yummy on the inside, right? So, yeah, I feel like you know how to turn this around, this fear. I think that maybe there's a possibility that a lot of you have overcome this fear time and again. It's just because of this. It's like you know how. You know how to change the energy, the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions. You know how. Okay, so in the future, what you have is some sadness, and you have spirit leading you out of there. Like you've been here long enough. You've been in this nightmare long enough. And the nine are also about realizing. And again, with the nines, can you believe all the nines we're seeing today? I don't know if you've been here the whole time, but wow. Every single reading coming out with nines, which is 2 + 2 + 5. That's our yearly number is 9. We're realizing stuff. And what's happening with this, with spirit, they're taking you to something new. Ace again. 2 aces now. This is a cool reading. This is a cool reading. Yeah. This could be about love, and it could be about offering love, a love offer coming in sooner or later. Could be with a Capricorn. I see another ace down here with truth. Ace of swords. So now you have 3 aces. So, I mean, you could be just having a whole new reset this week, right? Because we're asking about the week. Let's clarify the Hermit card. What's the higher self want to say? It says you've been waiting for something. Okay, I kind of, oh wow, look at the increase in pentacles here. This is going to shock you, shock you, shock you, shock you. But what happens is, like, so you got the Hermit card, so that's like tapping in. And then 3 of Wands is about kind of like waiting for some action from what you're manifesting, right? So here you are tapping in, you're laying on the ground, Pentacles, thinking about it, manifesting it. Look at all the spirit activity. I really like this deck because like it's like spirit all around you, like wound all around your body and your mind and everything else. You have a super good idea. You're going from the page to the queen to the king in money, so, and value. The way you feel about yourself is changing and it's growing, and you're doing it. Remember the pentacles. This is all about you taking real good care of yourself with your higher self and realizing that you don't need somebody. When somebody comes in, it's going to be when you're here, when you're already here. Your vibe is going to be going so bright and so big and so beautiful that whatever comes in to your life is not going to be like it was before. It's not going to be a page, somebody who's a child. It's not going to be a knight who's flighty and doesn't always stay. You know what I mean? You're going to be connecting in with somebody who is equal to you in vibration. 9 of Pentacles. It's not somebody who needs something. It's not somebody who wants something that you have. It's somebody who meets you right where you're at. And they don't want anything from you. You just get together and your life is beautiful because you're both vibing at a high level. Look at all the new, and new. New, and new. I did not see new love. That's the problem. I didn't see the Ace of Cups. I don't even know where it's at. It didn't come out. So I don't know if this thing is love that's coming in. I really don't. It doesn't say love is coming in. It says passion, money, and truth. That's what I see happening for you. So I think you're making your own wealth And I think it's real important for you to understand your independence. I think it's important for everybody. All right, let's look at Pisces. Okay, Pisces. What should we try for you this one? Okay. Okay, looks like you're healing at this moment, Pisces. These three came out now. What's crossing you? I'm going to have to just put those back, but we all see them. So it looks like, okay, crossing you is the Eight of Swords. That makes sense. So you're overthinking this healing process. Your overthinking is slowing down your healing process, is what I feel like. In the past, there was love. Up top, guess who? Higher self, Judgment card. So I feel like your higher self's ready to take the lead whenever you're ready to hand it over. Wow. Please, look at this reading. All right, so it looks to me like you're healing, and your challenge is the Eight of Swords. So I feel like it's kind of mind fuckery, for lack of a better word. It's overthinking. It's thinking you're not enough. It's thinking that you're stuck. It's thinking that you have no options. It's thinking that you have no way to make any move whatsoever. So that's where you're at right in this minute. But I want you to look at all the cool shit happening around you. First of all, in the past, I see some kind of an offer of love. That could have been you. And maybe that's what this is all about, is a love situation. I don't know. But what I see at the feet, at your root, is the Emperor. Deep down, you do know how to take charge of your life. You've done it before. You're good at it. I would imagine that you've probably spent your whole life being fearless. And now here you are. Like, look, healing up from something. Look at even there, Nine of Swords is right here. This is really a lot of thinking, negative thinking, right? But the cool part is we all know that when a 9 shows up, we're going to finally realize something. When a 9 finally shows up, and it's showing up, you know, it's right here. It's where you're figuring it out. You're realizing it. I'm not stuck. How is that happening for... I feel like your healing is kind of... I think it's the progress is going slow, the healing, because of all of the thoughts, you know what I mean? This could be about love, yeah, definitely, because you got the Lovers here. So maybe that's what's blocking you, is this overthinking, like, I'm stuck in this relationship. What are you healing from, though? Oh, something sad, 5 of Cups, something that wasn't fair, you know, something. It could be this love situation. Yeah, it looks like it. You're all kinds of messed up and jacked up around love. You really love this person, but something happened. I don't know what. There's devil energy attached here too. So let's look at the Emperor. What does the Emperor have to say here? What do we know about Pisces being in the Emperor energy spirit? Tell me what that means. You're going to walk away. Lesson learned. Okay, since this is in your root system, I think you are kind of aware of this energy, that you can, you know, stand up for yourself, and you can get up and walk the fuck away. And I think that, to be honest, it looks like that's what your plan is. I mean, because you got the Hierophant here and it's a major arcana. So I kind of sometimes when I'm seeing all the major arcanas, I'm like, wow, we are all really kind of like facing some big energy at the moment. So I feel like you know how to walk away, and I think that you know you need to. And then with the Hierophant card here, I feel like bumping up. You know what I mean? Like you're going up a rung or two on your spiritual path. Um, by just getting in this emperor energy. Look what's at the bottom of the deck, it's talking about the high priestess. So this is your intuition, which is right up here with the judgment card. See, there's a lot of activity going on between human and soul right now. There's so much like thinness on the veil. There's so much, you know, loud voices coming in telling us go this way, go that way, put that down, do this instead. And I feel your higher self is saying, get ready, because I have got a lot in store for you. Here it is. This is your plan. You know, remember when I was saying before, I feel like the pentacle, this is the page of pentacles. Now look at the map right of this guy. If that is not a soul plan, I don't know what the hell it is. And I think you're being shown your soul plan by your higher self. It's saying like, come on, let me show you. No, like this is your higher self, this is your higher self, and this is your soul plan. Your higher self is also here in the future. So what I feel like is, I feel like your higher self is loving on you hardcore right now. Like this week especially, get ready. I feel like there's messages coming in. I've never, honestly, like look at all the majors in your reading right now. You got the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Hermit, the High Priestess, and the Judgment card, the Lovers. Yep, and that's it. Okay, so majors. You're really putting together some stuff, right? You're learning about love. You're learning about your own divinity. You're learning about lessons and what they give you and where they take you next. You're learning that it's directly connected to the Lovers, who you choose, who you end up with, what is your love. I see you in the future manifesting. I want a love that matches mine. I am ready. I am in the Judgment card. I am the Lover. I am the Hierophant. And I am the freaking Emperor. I want that love. And I feel like it's coming. I really kind of do. I just feel like you need to understand your power and like take it back. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of times we go through life and things happen and we let things take our power away and we feel powerless. And sometimes we really are. We're powerless over death. We can't stop someone from dying or dying ourselves, right? We're completely powerless over that. But we do have power over our own self, who we hang out with, what we do in our spare time, you know, whether we connect in or not, where our vibrations at. And I think like more than anything, it's like really telling you like, where are you vibing? Because when you get to this place where you're manifesting love, because you are in the future, you're bringing it in the Hermit. You're talking to higher self and you're like, okay, I know who I am now. I know who we are. And what I want is love. Let's bring in the love, you know? You're going to be bringing in someone who is your match. You're going to be bringing in someone who is also letting their higher self lead. I mean, you're not going to be, you know, getting a knight or a page. It's going to be someone who's exactly where you're at in love and you know, feeling like, I don't know. I think all this pain is going away. And I don't know if you guys watched the reading yesterday, or maybe it was the day before. I didn't do mine yesterday, but the node shifted a couple of days ago. I think it was on the 11th. And so we have Virgo in the south node and Pisces is our north node. And so our lessons are changing with that shift. So I don't know, instead of me having to reiterate everything, I did do a thing on it. I'm going to see if I can find what the name of it is, but oops, let me look at this. Okay, it's the 111 reality shift, the portal. That's the one where it's talking about the nodes, but like it really is going to change us because we've been in North Node in Aries trying to manifest that Emperor energy, and it's going into Pisces now. And Pisces, the lesson we're going to be learning, just a little sneaky peek, is what is my pain gave me? Why is pain important? Why is it here? What purpose does it serve? So for the next 18 months, man, Pisces in North Node in Pisces is going to be helping us understand what our pain actually gives us. And I think that's beautiful. Anyway, I am done with the reading, and I love you guys, and I hope you have the grooviest day ever. It's 11:55. Make a wish.